Today we're gonna be making one of my favorite appetizers. We've gotten this plenty of times at restaurants, and that is some stuffed banana peppers. Today we've got 2 pounds of Italian sausage fresh from a local Italian market. We've got an 8-ounce pack of softened cream cheese. We've got a bunch of large banana peppers. And we've got a few Cubanelle peppers or Cuban peppers just in case these are too hot. I don't want to make anything for my guests that are too hot, so we do have an option that are going to be a little bit on the sweeter side. But either way, these peppers will pair great with this sausage, with this cream cheese. And today we're going to be using some of the Hollywood blend from Bearded Butchers. We're going to mix that in with the meat along with the cream cheese and the garlic. And we're going to stuff these peppers. But before we start stuffing them, we have to prepare them. So come on in, let's get it done. Now I like to wear rubber gloves whenever I'm working with peppers that are potentially hot, because that'll help me later down the road when I go to touch my face or my eyes, that I'm not getting any of that burning sensation from the oils in these peppers. The way we're gonna cut these is very, very simple. We do not want to core or remove the stem itself. Maybe just a little bit, you know, like so, but we're not gonna cut the top off. We wanna cut these basically straight down the middle and have them. That way the meat and cheese don't run out of it. Now I'm looking at these trying to figure out how they're gonna lay the best on our sheet and the best way for us to stuff them. So I'm gonna say something about like this. And I wanna cut right into the center of that stem, just like so. As you can see, we've exposed the veins, we've exposed the seeds. What we wanna do is take as much of that out as possible. Now remember, when it comes to hot peppers, these veins and these seeds are what contain the most amount of heat. Now for me, since my wife can't have spicy things, we're gonna be removing all of the veins and seeds. Now when you get down here to the end where the stem is, do your best to keep that intact. We do not want to remove that, because that is gonna act like a plug down at the end of this pepper. There, and as you can see, this is exactly what we're looking for. Now we're gonna do the same with all of these peppers. We're gonna do the same with these Cubanelle peppers. You don't need to stick around and watch. Just follow my instructions exactly like I've done and get all your peppers prepared. Now that we got the peppers all halved and cleaned out, deveined, de-seeded and everything, they are ready to be stuffed with sausage, but we have to prepare the mixture. So now we've got our 2 pounds of fresh ground Italian sausage from DeVita's Italian Market here in Akron, Ohio. It is time to get this mixed up. Now, I'm gonna start with my cream cheese. Now I softened this in the sink and ran some warm water over the top just to make it as soft as possible. That's gonna help you mix that in with the sausage and it not be cold and clumpy. So we're gonna put this whole 8-ounce block in with this 2 pounds Italian sausage. Next up, we have our minced garlic. We got about 3 cloves of minced garlic right here. And then I'm gonna sprinkle in some of my Bearded Butchers Hollywood blend. We don't have to go too crazy because the sausage does have some seasoning in it as well, but I do want that good barbecue rub flavor to go into this meat as well. Now, with these gloves, I'm gonna get in here. We're going to mix all of this in real well. Now, I've had people question why I wear black gloves during the video. It's because I'm touching cameras, I'm touching tools, I'm touching utensils, I'm touching all kinds of things, and it just helps to be able to reset, take my gloves off, know that I have clean hands underneath. That way I can do whatever I need to do. But it also helps for things like this. I don't have to run in the house to wash my hands after I mix a bunch of raw meat and cream cheese together. Now you know it's ready when you look at it here and you don't see any huge white clumps of cream cheese anymore. Now I've got myself a wire rack that's gonna help with transporting, because these peppers are gonna be topsy-turvy and they're gonna wanna flip over pretty easily. So get yourself a wire rack. That way it makes transporting a lot easier. I'm gonna start out with these peppers here, and I'm gonna grab a handful of my cream cheese and sausage mix, and I'm gonna do my best to smash this sausage down into all the nooks and crannies of that pepper, just like so. Now you do wanna be careful. These peppers, if you put too much pressure on them, they can be brittle, they can crack and break, and that's the last thing we want. We want these little pepper canoes to be loaded up with sausage and keep a nice seal to keep the meat and cheese and juices down in that pepper. We've got the pepper stuffed with the sausage and the cream cheese, and it is time to get them into the smoker. We've got the Camp Chef Woodwind Pro running at 275 degrees, and I have some hickory hardwood chunks in that smoke box producing a nice smoke. Let's get these over there, let's get them in, and let's get them cooking. All right, we've got these stuffed banana peppers over here at the Camp Chef Woodwind Pro. I'm gonna put them on the top rack, and as you can see, I'm using a wire rack. That definitely helps out with keeping them in place and making it for easy transport. I'm gonna get these on here. Now, any of them that are kind of tipping over, I'm gonna try and use the other peppers to help stand them up a little bit, but I will do my best that I can to make sure that they sit up even. That way they're not dumping their juices and their goodiness all over the grill. All right, we're about 40 minutes into these stuffed banana pepper recipe, 275 degrees. It's time to check the temperature on the sausage. Now for sausage, we're looking for 165 degrees internal temperature. I'm gonna be using my ThermoWorks ThermoPen 1 here, instant read thermometer. Let's go ahead and check these. Oh, man, these peppers, they are looking so good. Let's check the temperature here. 157, 160. Now that we see that the temperature is around 155 to 160 degrees on most of these peppers, we're gonna start putting on some strips of provolone cheese. Got some provolone cheese from the deli here. I've cut that or ripped it into strips, and we're going to start covering the top of these peppers with that provolone cheese. And we want this to pretty much cover the entire length of the pepper. You can tell too that these peppers are starting to get soft, which is perfect. That's exactly what we want. I will say, these smell absolutely delicious. And if you see any spots that are open, you feel free to add as much cheese as you want or cover it up. We love cheese here. Now these peppers are just about done. The pepper flesh themselves are nice and soft. The meat inside is close to 165 degrees Fahrenheit. So when this cheese is nice and melted and bubbly, it is pretty much time to go. Now you can spot check with your ThermoPen like I'm going to, but basically we've got about probably another 5 to 10 minutes for that cheese to melt and everything to be ready to go. It'll be time to pull them off. These stuffed banana peppers are done. Now typically in a restaurant, you're gonna get these in a boat or in a crock with tomato sauce. It's typically something you'd find in an Italian restaurant. This is an Italian household, but that's not an Italian smoker, so we did it without the sauce today. Now this is one of my favorite appetizers to get at restaurants, and I wanna see how well we did this on the smoker here. So I'm gonna grab one of these, and as you can see, I have coated them with a little bit of Parmesan cheese and a little bit of fresh chopped parsley. It is time to give them a try. These are absolutely spectacular. These are delicious. There's really no heat from these particular peppers, but be careful, yours might be hot. The sausage with the cream cheese, with that pepper and the provolone cheese and everything that we've done to this makes for an incredible balanced flavor. These are extremely delicious. You get some smokiness. You can even smell it a little bit, but not too bad. In fact, we ran hickory smoke in the smoke box nearly the whole time, and these are absolutely perfect when it comes to smokiness. Now, these overall from start to finish in the smoker took just under an hour at 275 degrees. So for you, you should plan to have about an hour, and with prep, probably about an hour and 20 minutes. But overall, this is an incredible appetizer. And if you're looking for something to pair with a meal this summer at your barbecue or your cookout or your steak dinner, then these stuffed banana peppers might just do the trick. If you like this video and you want to see more videos like it, then I suggest you check out this video right here.